All right, guys. Wanted to give you a quick update on my rental property and how it's going. For those of you who may not know, or if you haven't been here before, I own two houses. I own the one that I currently live in, which is where I'm recording this video from, and then I own a house that I lived in, which is now rented out. And it's been going pretty smooth. I haven't had really many issues with it. The house was fine. We did all the repairs before moving out. I'm sure that it's still going to need something. Eventually, we'll see what that comes to be. But basically, what we do now is we take in the rent from our tenant. I take in the rent from my tenant, and he pays the mortgage and then a little bit extra. So I get 100, 200 bucks a month off of it, which it's not much. It doesn't really do anything. So it just sits in an account. And then what I do at the same time is I still take the amount of the mortgage from myself and pay it into the account that mortgage comes out of. So I basically send myself the money for the mortgage in case the tenant doesn't pay, and I'm basically building up that account just in case. Reason being, you never really know what can happen. If a tenant doesn't pay, the mortgage still has to get paid, so I want to have a buffer built already in there, and my goal is to basically get a year's worth of expenses in terms of the mortgage and everything set aside in there. And from there, we just use it as like a safety net, or we use it for improvements. As it goes, we will see. I don't know if we're going to plan to keep it or if we're going to plan to sell it now that things are turning about right now. It could turn out to be a good time to sell it when the year changes as new builds are slowing down. I don't really know. I don't pay too much attention to real estate, so I just fell into renting this place. I really wanted to sell it in the first place. So we'll see. But Tennessee, Knoxville is a growing area, so people are always moving here. People always want to move here, and people always need places to live. So I could sell it. It's always an option to sell it. And especially in a year from now, hopefully things have calmed down. If the tenant wants to leave or whatever, I can raise the rent again, or I can sell the place for hopefully more than we've got involved in it. The only thing is that I might be using the place as a big tax write-off for this year. I may depreciate it pretty heavily and just use it against my earned income from the business. So if I were to then go sell it, I would just have to pay a very stupidly heavy tax bill when that time came, unless I rolled it over into a different investment, which we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update on it. It's been pretty easy. My tenant is great. He's a police officer, so it's never been really difficult to deal with him. He doesn't really message me for anything. He's pretty handy himself, so if things are breaking on the small side that I don't know about, he's probably just fixing them. And then if it's something that actually costs money or it wasn't his fault per se, I'm sure that he would reach out to me and we would just get it taken care of. We've had a couple things, nothing that's been too major, and it's been good so far. I don't know if I would recommend it to anybody because I haven't been in the experience long enough, but as of right now, no complaints.